But regardless, I wanted to jump on here and talk about a little bit about the first episode, which I watched at 5 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock, 5:30 ish maybe. And I have told you guys now at this point that when I go to Big Brother parties, it's not really a thing to see the show. See the show. It's not really a thing to be able to see and hear the show at the Big Brother. You have different conversations with different people, and then when the cast comes by, it's like, forget the show. I didn't pay all this money to come here just to talk to the cast. I mean, just to watch the show. I'm here to meet the cast as well. So I was able to go home and watch back the first episode on my Paramount Plus app, and I thought the episode was pretty good. What happened in the episode? We had everyone coming in the house and meeting each other. We had different people forming connections. We had Zach talking about how beautiful he thinks Ashley is. Hey, Cougar Man. We had, let's see, potential bromance between Keanu and Zay. We had different little interactions. It was not so eventful. People were getting to know each other and everything, and then we got into these two competitions. So we had the first competition, which was to win something, where they had to piece together this, I don't know what that's called, but piece together this kind of bridgey thing to walk across, and the person who completed that thing first was going to win some kind of an advantage or something. So some of them were gunning for it, some of them did not want to win. Zach was playing hard. Zach ended up winning that first competition, and the prize that he got for winning the first competition was $10K. I mean, not bad, man, to get $10K off the bat. And then they got into this next competition. I'm gonna be forgetting the order, but I know they did this next competition where that they've done before. I actually remember a similar competition on reindeer games. It was just one of those balancing competitions where they balance the balls on each side. Then they have to stay up for 10 seconds after they press the button. And Vince won the competition, and then Vince got to choose the people who are going to compete for the HOH. And I don't have any notes, so I don't remember the three he chose. I know Ashley was one of them. I can't remember the three people that he was going to choose. But anyways, we had the twist of the 17th house guest, who a lot of us already knew was Rachel, because it was already spoiled, but we didn't know how it was going to be implemented. So what ended up happening was that, yes, she was the twist. She was a twist. But Julie let us know that she was the 16th house guest, which, funny enough, I'll chalk it up to my slowness a little bit, but also watching during a premiere party, I didn't quite understand what they were saying, so Hannah ended up breaking it down to me. Hannah's so smart, man. I always say that, and I always tell you guys she doesn't even like when I say that. I know that she knows she's smart, but maybe when you hear something so much you get tired of it. Maybe that's what it is. So she broke it down for me that Rachel is the 16th house guest, and there's an accomplice to Julie that is not officially a house guest yet, but will become one if the group cannot guess who that guest is. So I guess it goes along with the mystery theme. The jury is still out for me on what I think about the mystery theme. Hi, Cass. The first episode is always more of an introduction. The only negative about the first episode was that when she said that 3 nominees was going to be now the permanent thing, I did not like that because I don't like the whole, like, the 3 nominees thing is okay. Sorry about that. I didn't know it turned off. I was saying I don't like people getting more than 1 chance to get off the block, and then I was like, it's actually more than 2 chances to get off the block, because your first chance to get off the block is the power of veto. Your second chance to get off the block is, well, people voting you safe. That's 2 chances. So now adding in a competition for a third is like, I don't really like that. That's not my favorite thing. So as far as first episodes go, it's kind of, it was above average, I want to say, because a first episode is just supposed to lay the foundation and give you some intrigue and some talking points, and it definitely did that. The part that I don't like is the fact that they now hide 5 days of feeds. 5 days. Because that's the most exciting for Big Brother for me. Like, the episode airs, and then it's like, the live feeds start now. And I'm like, how are you going to have and then make us all wait until Sunday and have them actually move in the house in reality on Wednesday? The math ain't mathin' on that one. Speaking of math ain't mathin', no, I'm not going to speak on math ain't mathin'. I'm just going to hope and pray that I find a response, and if I don't, then I'm not doing the interview. I'm not asking for the interview again, because I'm sure that I will see times as long as I keep attending these things. But if it has to go through this manager that doesn't respond to me, then it's just not going to go. It's just, I know that's how I have felt about the feeds. I have felt that they are trying to, like, wean us off of it and then pull a BB can where they do live feed snippets. And to be completely honest with you guys, if Big Brother USA eventually gets to a point where they do not actually do live feeds at all, I'm not watching Big Brother anymore. I am done. Because I tried to watch Big Brother Canada season 12, I think, before Big Brother Canada ultimately got canceled, just like BB USA would get canceled. Probably the same thing. Yeah, I'd stop watching, because that's the majority of my intrigue at this point in time. If I'm keeping it all the way real, not super interested. For me, I don't need the live feeds. I do, because the reason I need the live feeds is because the show does not give the real story. The show production, so it's so crazy how before I didn't even watch feeds, so I felt like how you feel. But then when I started looking at the feeds, I was like, the feeds and the show are 2 totally different things. They're not even the same. The show is like, I don't know. It's like when you read up. I say this one all the time. It's like when you read a book, and then they try to turn that book into a movie, and the people who read the book are like, where's the rest of it? They'll give people the hero spin. They'll give people the... What keeps pausing? They'll give people the hero spin. They'll give people the villains edit. You know, like when you see the show live, it's whatever production thinks is the most entertaining, not what is the most factually accurate depiction of whatever is actually going on in the house. That's why I'm not the biggest fan anymore of just completely basing everything on the show on the production footage. And they're tampering, like, I feel like they're tampering more and more. Yeah, I just exited and got back in, but maybe one of these days I'll make enough money on this channel to be like, boom, I got a new phone, because that's the only thing that's really going to save, that really is going to solve the problem. Aside from that, you get what you get and don't get upset. Because on the Friday episode, you mean upcoming, because there is no episode Friday. Unless you mean like upcoming, they're gonna have Friday at some point, because I know that the next episode is Sunday. I think it's supposed to be every other Friday. Feeds are my favorite. Me too. I can literally watch the show honestly for the most part with no feeds, with no actual episodes. The episodes, to me, it's so crazy. The actual episodes are just a supplement. In my opinion, the actual feeds are just a supplement. I mean, the show is a supplement to the live feeds, not the other way around. At first, it was the other way because I didn't watch TV. But I wish I did, man. Really plugged in to the live feeds when I was watching Big Brother season 23. I think it would have added a whole other set of dynamics. I really do. The feeds are being cut. The feeds are definitely being cut. We get less and less footage because when I was really tapped into the feeds, despite the fact that they were cutting feeds on season 24, we got a lot of footage on season 24. We got a ton of live feed footage. And that's what made that season so poppin', so popular, and so hard to take your eyes off of. Season 25 had less, and season 26 had even less than 25. And I'm guessing season 27 is going to have less of 26. I'm not gonna hate it because I'm not gonna watch it. That's really just it for me. I mean, I know that it's gonna affect the people who have been fans for years, since season 1, super fans, you know. But somebody like me, I know what I'm interested in it for. And it's not something that I would keep watching if it didn't have something that interests me. That's just my feeling. But you don't watch the feeds, MILF man, so it wouldn't make a difference to you. And I know you don't watch the feeds because you always come on the channels and are like, what's going on the feeds? So no difference at all for you. But for the feeders, it's going to be a massive difference. And I don't know if the show would even survive doing something like that. Because BB Can didn't even last a season with digital dailies. They canceled after one season. And the Twitter accounts and all these different posts that people make about Big Brother is not based on the episodes. It's based on the HOH leaks, and it's based on the POV leaks and the nomination leaks and the fights that break out on the feeds, and then people anticipating how that fight is going to be shown in the live episode and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I look up for Big Brother. That's the one show that spoilers are fine for me, because I'm like, this show is so many days long. I'm not like, I can't. If a show is going on and people can watch what's happening in real time, and like, let's say there's an episode Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I cannot wait till Sunday to see stuff that happened from Wednesday, when the information is already out for everyone to see. And I follow Big Brother pages and I follow Twitter accounts. There's no way for me not to see that stuff. Unless I was like, you know what? I'm going on a 90-day social media fast. I hated BB25. YouTube kept recommending you and her. That's why I started watching you. I started watching Big Brother vloggers and during BB23. No, probably the beginning of BB24 actually, because I was not vlogging until the end of BB24. So before I started making my own videos, I was watching 4 or 5 different channels that I had found from YouTube recommendations myself. Then I was like, you know what? Why don't I make my own channel? And I made my own channel, and from there, here we are. All right, y'all. I'm giving you the 10-minute warning. Not that I'm even gonna make it to 10 minutes, but I have probably at most 10 more minutes that I'm gonna be on this live. But I will be back tomorrow, and when I come back tomorrow, I'll see what I'm gonna talk about. It could be something where I look around at some of the different information that's out there, and we can come up with some theories about who the accomplice is, or we can talk about predictions of different things that might happen in the house. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities. But I am super tired because between Wednesday, Thursday, and today, I probably have, like, I want to say 5 hours of sleep in 3 days. And I don't function well unless I have at least 6 hours of sleep per night. I sent you milk man. Oh, I thought Cass wrote that. Alright. I created a new one. Has Retro gone live? I don't know if Retro went live. I know I saw that she made at least one video. I don't know when it was live, so I don't know what that video is from. What am I doing right now? Wow. I'm so tired and unfocused that I just drove around in a circle. All right, you guys might get your 10 minutes after all, because what am I doing? I passed my destination and I kept driving. All right. Hey, Tammy. You all got here. You all got here after my 10-minute warning. That's crazy. Normally it's like one person, but literally everybody got on here after I said I'm less than 10 minutes to go. I feel bad about that. When Retro went live last night, I watched what I need to rewatch because I'm sleepy and didn't pay attention. Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a short one. But welcome, Tammy. Thank you for... I was asking about you yesterday or the day before, one of those days. I said, hopefully Tammy shows back up. I expect her to show back up once the season is in swing. And I know that once the live feeds are up, especially, and I have a reason to come on 2, 3, 4 times a day like I usually do during Big Brother, all the regulars come back and we can have a powwow at the family reunion. I've been napping while listening to Yard Transformations on YouTube. I went to sleep also, rewatching tonight. At the family reunion, who we introducing? If you know, you know. I'll have to find out when Retro's going live, because her schedule is way less, what's the word I'm looking for? Way less structured than mine. And I don't even have a structured schedule, but her schedule is helter-skelter. So there's no rhyme or reason that I could ever predict when she's going on. She could be off for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. She could be on every day for a week, then every other week. I don't know. It's very relaxing. I'm sure it is. I put on things that are actually not relaxing. I put on things that shouldn't be relaxing, but they relax me. They put me to sleep. Tonight. Did you see the video I posted up of Azza singing? Azza can sing, not sing. Sang. Azza is a really good singer, and I did not know that until this year, because the previous year she did a lip sync battle. So all I saw her do was lip sync. I didn't actually hear her voice. What else? Tiffany can sing. Well, Tiffany can rap. I don't know. I don't remember how she sounded when she sang, but she rapped this Biggie song, which I think I have on my phone. I'm gonna post that up. I found some more BB fans at the camp I'm working. Oh, really? It's very relaxing to the sound of weed whackers and lawnmowers. That's funny. Why does MILFman always get... Oh, because every time you put MILF, it blocks it. Because I was like, why does MILFman specifically always get blocked on my channel? I can't lie to y'all. I'm ready to hit the pillow and call it a night. I'm so tired. I know that every Big Brother premiere week, I'm going to be super tired when I go to those events. I might skip one. I might stop going. I'm like Azza because Azza says every year I'm not gonna host another one of these events, and I say every year I'm not gonna come to another one of these events, and then there we are, meeting up every year. Hey Azza, you're still here and I'm still here. What's going on? I guess we're not people of our word. I usually am very much a person of my word, actually. If I say I'm doing something, I do it, and if I say I'm not doing something, I don't do it, and I stand on that. That's Mark. That's the Mark experience. Believe me or don't believe me, or find out for yourself. You can't make me do something I don't want to do, and you can't stop me from doing something that I do want to do. You dig? And it's funny when people think that they made me do something and they don't realize that if I ended up doing it, I went through my process of reasoning and came up with some kind of a reason why. Oh, this person took my parking spot. Urgh. I turned around just for this parking spot, and this freaking truck parked in the spot that I was going to park in. Summertime, never able to get spots. It's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm going to have to park away and walk again. Wonderful. Tonight. Do-do, 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 do-do. Oh, this is a dead end. Why do they have the dead end sign at the end of the street? Gosh. Whoever did that is not so bright. You put the dead end sign at the beginning of the street, then I wouldn't go in the street because I see the sign is a dead end sign. Cass has learned the ways of Ma using the chat like a chat room. But unfortunately, I'll leave it up for y'all for a little bit, at least until I find my parking spot. I think it's going to be a good season. I just hope that production is not too much in control. That's my only hope. Sucker. Oh, I'm going to get some screen records of the different conversations that I had on live. I forgot about that. Tonight. Is that a spot or is that not a spot? It's a spot, but it's a walk at the same time. So, appreciate y'all. reached the destination, and we'll soon be calling it a night. Boy, I'm tired. I find the cast members interesting. They are. I loved how she just walked around collecting the info on others. Ashley, yeah. I like Ashley. You missed our pre-breakdown video where we watched Ashley's page and found out all about her pageantry. She finished third in, I don't remember if it was a Miss Universe competition or something. I can't remember, but some pageant she finished third, and she sang. She was singing part of your world, part of that world, whatever it's called, the Little Mermaid song. Part of your world, and she was very good at singing. And then she was also a lawyer. So hi Bev. Sent it again. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off. But thanks for joining. I'll be back at some point tomorrow. There's not going to be much to update though for the show because there's not much updates available without feeds. So there's not really going to be too much Big Brother updates until Sunday. I guess they're going to turn on the feeds after Sunday's episode. So starting from next week is when we're going to be really up and a lot of things to talk about. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Talk to you soon.